Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to the Knoxville Raceway here after the 35th running of the 360 Knoxville Nationals. My name is Mike Mallett from DirtTrackDigest.com, joined here by Jeremy Elliott from SprintCarUnlimited.com, which you're watching this on, so you should already know that. Interesting night here in Knoxville. Great finish to what has been a very exciting week for the 360 Sprint Car Nationals. Two of the best here at Knoxville, whether it be this year or last year, in Rico Abrew and Kyle Larson going at it for the win.
Yeah, and we have to wonder, is this going to be a preview, for next week? I mean, obviously Kyle coming off 3 in the last 4 years. Rico's the guy everybody talks about every year, coming in here and being able to make some noise and win the Nationals. He has 5 wins here this year out of 7 starts, something like that. And looked good tonight, and it was a little dicey there, but Rico, solid throughout.
Yeah, Rico led 24 of the 25 laps, led it up until lap 23 restart, and I thought it was interesting in the post-race press conference, Kyle talking about how he got the lead. He's like, basically, I got alongside of him, and then when he hit the gas, I was able to hit the gas and fall in line, because Larson mentioned in the post-race press conference as well that he had a stumble with the engine, and that really hurt him. So he got out in front, he got a big lead there on Rico on the one lap, and then before lap 25 could be completed, caution comes back out before we can get to the end of the thing. So restart, Larson stumbles, Rico drives back by.
Yeah, he slides him in 1 and 2, a big move. And then he was just able to lead the last 5-6 laps and cap this off. 34,500, quit.
He quit. Come on. 1 lap, couldn't lead them all.
Right. But again, those 2 guys were the class of this field. And I think we saw a preview of what we might see next week. And I'm sure guys like David Gravel, Corey Day, maybe our guest who's coming up here gotta give him love, might have something to say about that. But clearly, I think coming in here this week and leading into next week, Kyle Larson, Rico Abrew got to be the favorites to.
Yeah, obviously Rico winning the preliminary night, looked good there. And then Larson, runner-up finisher on his preliminary night. Now, the interesting thing, I thought the funniest part of the whole conversation, the press conference, was at the end of it, they're like, what can you learn for next week? Rico's like, pretty much nothing. And PPM's just like, just confidence, that's it. Yeah. And Kyle's like, I don't even know because I don't set the car up. So I thought that was like one of my favorite parts of the press conference where we ended it there.
Yeah, and I think it's funny. Look, Rico has Ricky Warner. Has a few wins here. Just a couple. And Kyle, it's been well documented. He does not set up the car. I don't even know if he knows what's in the car. But I thought Parker Price Miller, you mentioned him, I thought he had a good, solid week. Running less this year. We're going to have a story on him on SprintCarUnlimited.com tomorrow. Running less this year. He's in Bernie Stubjan's car. Feels fresh. Felt a little beat up in years past coming in here just from dealing with the rigors of the road. And now he seems fresh, looked good, runs 3rd tonight. Solid podium run. Again,
good finish last night in preliminary action. And I thought the most impressive thing he said last night, some of us have been here all week, unlike some people that just show up on Saturday.
I'm a big race guy.
They had an initial start. They docked him a row for jumping. And he said, if it wasn't this year, I would have been angry and I would have let that get to me. And it would have bothered me. And he said, instead, I said, you know what, I got 8 laps. Let's go to work here and see what we can do. And it paid off for him because he got back to 4th, locked himself in the A, had a solid run in the A, and here he is finishing 3rd on the podium here in the 360 Nationals. Now, if we go a little bit farther back in the pack, great racing. Obviously, it was Rico, Kyle Larson. 3rd was PPM. Then it was Ryan Timms and a guy we're going to talk to in a minute here in the 26, Justin Peck. And there was also Carson McCarl in there, Austin McCarl. I mean, some really, really good battles. That mid-pack, that kind of that 4th on back. And hey, come on in. We want him in the middle here?
Yeah,
come on into the middle.
I got to get between you guys.
Now, the first thing I got to do is, okay, I picked you twice this week, okay, to win this thing, all right? I picked you on your preliminary night. Good run. Okay, good run tonight, but come on, man. Okay, you're letting me down on my picks.
I mean, we were good all week, but we just didn't have that little bit that we, the last 360 races we ran were in Volusia, and see, every night we had that little bit, and it just didn't matter what we did. We'd go anywhere on the racetrack, do whatever we had to do, and the car was just awesome throughout. A little bit, it was funny, it was 2 different things, right? We go into our prelim night, we felt like we were really good. Maybe over-tightened a little bit, kind of got the left rear up a little too much, and then kind of had a little wobble. And then tonight we go the other way, and then we went too far. So just, come the late stages of those races, I couldn't make the straightaway runs I needed to, and I don't know what the 24 and the 57 are doing, but it seems like their package is so forgiving. Like when they make a mistake, they might slip up 210s. You know, like, and I was watching Parker and I could see Tim's, and I knew what I felt like is like when we'd screw up, we'd lose a half a second. You know, so I don't know. Somehow we're gonna have to put a super tune on it to be able to do something next week.
Looked like your car good on the top. Like you were definitely all around the top that entire race. Did you just not feel comfortable running the bottom, or is just you trying to keep the momentum, keep the thing going?
Yeah, I think for me, like I couldn't get very good runs off the bottom, you know, and the biggest thing was I was just too slammed left, right? So like I'd get if I was running the bottom, you know, I'd come off, that was fine, but then the moment I'd hit the slick, I'd drop the left rear and kind of slow myself down, and I couldn't keep up with the guys in front of me. So my hope was to go up top and carry the momentum, try to carry mile an hour. But we just, you know, like I said, I just don't think we have it. Like, you know, I restarted fourth there a couple times, and I kind of was trying to work on Parker for a second. But after a couple laps, the top really wasn't the preferred line.
Yeah.
So, you know, he could kind of get away from me, and I went to the bottom, missed the bottom a little bit. Tim's got back around us, but you know, all in all, I mean, I'm pretty happy with our stuff. I think honestly, like even last week we ran the local show here, I think our 410 package is a little bit better than our 360 package around here. We really set ourselves back, you know, in like our heat race the last time we were here in the 410. So I think we just clean up a little bit of stuff. I think we're going to be pretty good.
You were able to have an intense battle with Parker, Ryan Timms, Carson McCarl. How good is it to battle in dirty air around this place, be able to see what lines other guys are running and kind of dice it up? That's got to be huge going into next week, just to know how your car is going to perform, even though it's going to be a 410. Can you take anything away from that, and how important is it to get quality laps battling for positions at the front of the field?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge, right? Like it's just a matter of getting laps here. You kind of, I mean, yes, it's a 360, it's not a 410, but you run them very, very similar as far as how you hit your marks and the lines you're picking. The only difference is I think the 410 is a little bit more friendly to get up off the bottom, right? Like if you miss the bottom of the 410, it hurts you more, right? In the 360 stuff, if you miss the bottom, it's like, whatever, just get back down there and keep going. So it's nice to have that, right? I feel like I have a good handle on the racetrack and kind of seeing how it changed, right? Like how it transitioned throughout the night. So that's always a big help. But I think all in all, you know, it's the 410 stuff just adds a little bit more competition, and it all comes down to qualifying. You know, if you're always a little nervous, right? Like if you're parked on the backstretch on your prelim night, you get a little bit nervous going into qualifying.
I don't know. Carson went out almost dead last, and I know it's 360, but he went out almost dead last night and was 41st out of 43 cars and set fast time. You
can do it. It's just a lot tougher, right? There is no forgiveness, so you better be spot on. But like I said, I think it's good for us as a team. Like I mean, the 360 to 410, our stuff is slightly different, right? Like we run a little bit different wing for the 360 stuff, but all in all, I mean, you're kind of blocking a little bit different, just same bars and same wheel spacing, and just go and hope for the best.
How much do you like the fact that you can come here with high limit being off, and you can run this place for a few weeks coming into Knoxville? I mean, I know that's always a big thing. Guys want laps here, and now you have that opportunity because there is no national commitment that you're worried about.
Yeah, like I love I-55. You know, I love the Ironman race, but to me, I feel like it's more important to come here and get laps just leading into the 410 stuff. At least for us. I mean, we were fortunate we were able to come here twice this year and have two 410 races under our belt leading into Knoxville Nationals. However, a lot of these guys that are, you know, they're tough. They came here and ran all the outlaw shows, you know, or they're locals that are tough around here. So it's just imperative for us to get laps, and I think, you know, for at least for right now, you get back into the feel of it. It's a lot. Saturday at 360 is not like Saturday at 410, right? Like you're locked into the feature. You have all day. You have to sit around. So it's kind of like getting a routine.
I bet you'll take that next Saturday, though, won't you?
Well, I mean, I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying it's nice to. It feels like you've already done it once you get into the 410 stuff.
Kind of a strange year. A little up and down. Got a couple wins, but it's probably not what you expected or wanted. Is this the type of week where you perform this week? None of that matters because this event is so big. You've had some success here. And, I mean, is this kind of where you can get this team back on track where you want to be?
I think so. I think a lot of it just comes down to consistency. Like, you know, we're working with the Ford program. I mean, the last month and a half or more, we haven't even been on a Ford. Just, I think for us as a team, it's been tough to find consistency. And once we've completely gelled as a team and understood, you know, like the languages we all speak and understood the package that we're trying to build with the race car and everything, you know, that's when we started clicking off wins, right? We were consistent on our engine program. We knew what we were getting into night in and night out, and the results showed. Well, once we kind of took the Ford stuff away and put the Chevy stuff back in, our balance changed, and the way the car wanted to drive changed. So then you start dialing into that. And it's just tough. I think the biggest thing with everybody is consistency, right? If you can night in and night out be within kind of a window, the driver knows what to expect with the race car. He knows how to drive it. He knows what he can and can't do with it. It's easier on the crew guys, right? Like they know what they got to do every night to be successful. And we just haven't been able to find that consistency lately. And like I said, for the last month and a half, 2 months, we haven't even run a Ford, but we picked up a brand new one this morning. So now going to the biggest race of the year, we're hoping to go back to what we feel like is our best package and our best opportunity, to win at Knoxville. So fingers crossed, hope for the best.
Justin, thank you for joining us on our post-race deal. We appreciate it.
That was fun. That was awesome.
Lead us out, Mallett.
Yeah, hey, lead us out. Well, hey, for Jeremy Elliott, SprintCarUnlimited.com, for Justin Peck, the driver of the 26. I'm Mike Mallett from DirtTrackDodgers.com. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned all week long as we'll have more here from the Knoxville Raceway and the Knoxville Nationals.